Hey guys, hope you're doing good today. So I haven't made a video in a while, so I'm gonna do a weekly recap of what's been going on in crypto. So first things first, starting off with Binance CEO CZ stepped down as the SEC fined him with a $4 billion settlement. Now, Binance paid this, CZ stepped down, and there's already talks of him potentially going to prison for this, as well as not being able to come to the US afterwards. So again, a lot of stuff going on with Binance, and they got a new CEO already. But again, CZ volunteered to step down and basically take the hit for this, which you got to give him that. But he did admit to a lot of mistakes, such as the anti-money laundering violations and sanction violations. So he said, I made mistakes and I must take responsibility. So good on him for taking that responsibility. Unfortunate that he was responsible for that stuff, but again, someone had to take the hit. So Binance, in my opinion, is still safe to transact on. A lot of people were asking me if, hey, should I withdraw my funds? I think it's fine. I don't think this is a FTX situation. Again, as you saw, Binance was able to fork over the $4 billion and they didn't have any problems with that. So again, one of the big reasons why I think the SEC is coming after Binance and all of these other exchanges. Luke Belmar, if you follow him, he says, Binance now belongs to the US government. China surrendered CZ because Larry Fink from BlackRock wants to moon his bag. So anyone who doesn't know who Larry Fink is, he's the CEO of BlackRock, which is a $10 trillion asset manager. And they basically control most of the companies around the world. And basically any approval that they've applied for, I think their win rate is 575 wins to 1 loss. So they've applied for Bitcoin ETF. It's going to get approved. And now basically the SEC is laying the groundwork for all of these exchanges, basically creating a clean slate so it can get approved. Now, to go on to that, why I think the ETF will get approved in January is there was also a post here. It says, wow, the SEC went super early on Franklin. They weren't due for another decision until January 1st. This is regarding Franklin's ETF. For Bitcoin ETF. It says, notably, Franklin is the only issuer who didn't submit an updated S1 yet. Wonder if it has any impact here. And this guy, Scott, says, they might have chosen to do this early so they could have the comment period end before January 10th in order to approve everyone at the same time. So basically, everyone's Bitcoin ETF approval right now is scheduled between January 2nd to January 17th. Okay, so that is a very, very short time frame, and the SEC doesn't want to delay anyone who is applying. So basically, they are saying, hey, we're going to automatically delay you right now. We're not going to wait on it. And that is very bullish because it shows that they potentially have that decision already made for approval in January. So you see a lot of people now. Grayscale is actually setting up for a Bitcoin ETF race by hiring their industry veteran from Invesco. All these other companies are starting to get on board. And basically that's why you've seen Bitcoin rise as much as possible. Now, in addition to that, you have MicroStrategy, okay? This week they actually bought $600 million worth of Bitcoin in November. And then also they increased their holdings by 10%. So this was very, very recently, right? It says they're also looking to raise up to $750 million in a sale of Class A common stock. So MicroStrategy, even at current prices around 38K, they have still bought Bitcoin. And it says Michael Saylor has now bought Bitcoin for around $593 million in cash at an average price of 36.7K a piece. So again, MicroStrategy is still in profit and they're continuing to buy Bitcoin. Now, one of the things here you want to wonder is all this demand artificial or is it all spot buying? Well, a guy here at Virtual Bacon 0x, highly recommend you follow him. He says Bitcoin open interest just made a new monthly high while perps is still at negative premium. This means price is driven by spot while traders are shorting hard. In my opinion, we'll see a sharp blow to 40K soon. So again, driven by spot, that is what you want to see on the start of a bull run. So all this demand is driven by spot. There's no leverage, and that's how you sustain the bull run. Now, for me, I posted some TA today on Bitcoin. I said close above 38.5K on the daily is very bullish in my opinion. So right now you can see here that we did close the daily above 38.5K, which was that resistance level, now turned supports. Now you want to look for buys around 37.5K and then looking at the next target of 42.5K. Now for Ethereum, this is a different story, okay? It's kind of in the middle of nowhere right now. 2150 remains to be the main resistance. So I'm looking for a close above 2150 to then target this 2300 mid resistance, with the major resistance being at 2,500. So again, some good action right now. I am expecting a short squeeze on Bitcoin because there were a lot of shorts piled up around 38K because it did keep rejecting. So again, if we continue higher, expect a huge candle to the upside very soon, pending any negative news. Now, next, another rumor, as you know, GameFi is a big narrative that's been catching on recently, and GTA 6 is actually teasing a trailer on December 5th. Now, there's potential talk about them having a crypto gaming narrative, so introducing crypto into their gameplay, which would be huge. Again, virtual currency, it's been a big thing, ever since the first games came out. You have Fortnite with big and virtual currency, World of Warcraft. Again, all these games, virtual currency has been a staple. Now, GTA is looking to potentially adopt crypto. We'll have to see, but this is another thing creating hype around the GameFi narrative and crypto in general. And then last but not least for this week is Su Zhu. So anyone who knows Su Zhu, he was one of the CEOs of Three Arrows Capital, one of the companies that basically got caught up in the whole FTX scandal, was over leveraged and overexposed, and basically led to some of the collapse that happens. Now, he was sentenced to 2 months, well, we think 2 months in prison, and supposedly he may be out right now. We don't know for sure, but he tweeted a GM that was 22 hours ago, and his last tweet, again, was 2 months prior to that. So he very well could have just had a 2-month sentence and then just got out recently. It's hard to say. He also did have his Telegram, which was logged onto, as well as his FriendTech, which was logged onto. So again, all of his accounts had been logged onto. Who knows if he just got a cell phone in prison? Who knows what happened, but potentially he may be out. So again, still waiting for some confirmation. His token, the OX token, did pump 20% on this tweet. So again, we'll have to see what happens with that. But crypto is looking good right now. Again, gonna wait to see what happens for the future. But hopefully y'all enjoyed this video. I tried to make it quick, try to give y'all a quick summary of what happened this week. Again, I'll try to post my videos more frequently versus what I've been doing in the past as crypto is continuing to build up here. I want to keep y'all as up to date as possible. But if you aren't following me, follow me at the CryptoData. And then as well, also have a Discord. It's going to be in the description, pinned in the comments. And also subscribe if you haven't, guys. Appreciate you so much for watching. Till next time.